Welcome to Senior Break. I'm Dawn Medici with Oxford Township Parks and Recreation.
And I'm Marie May with Addison Township Senior Center.
Hey, welcome. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you. And it's good to know that next week's weather is going to be warmer.
I know. For me.
Yeah, for you.
For me.
You for sure. Well, even here in Michigan, I heard 40 something.
I heard 40 for like Monday, I think, next week.
It's a Monday? Oh, good.
That's what I just heard that before coming in today. So.
And if it stays, the temperatures stay this high, it'll mean that our winter was all just last week.
Well, isn't today Groundhog's
Yeah.
Day? Do you know if the groundhog saw a shadow or not?
I think they said there's 6 more weeks of winter.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's he saw it or he didn't see it. But I also know that Michiganders already knew there were 6 weeks left of winter. But that's not bad.
No.
6 weeks if we're just February 1st.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's been such a mild winter already.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but my sinuses, and I'm sure some of our viewers also have had problems with their sinuses over these last couple of months because the weather has been just so up
and down.
And down.
Yes, up and down. I had a couple of seniors yesterday that just started sneezing when the heat came on.
Oh, yes.
And they were saying, the sinuses, you know, so. Yeah, it's something we have to battle.
Right. Well, so maybe that's a great important point to remind everybody at home that if you haven't changed your furnace filters,
to
make sure you do so, because that'll help keep down some of the dust and.
Isn't that the same time you're supposed to change the battery in your alarm?
You could, yeah.
Don't they say do those 2 things at the same time?
Yeah.
Every year? Yeah, so many things we have to do.
I know, to keep our homes safe and to help keep us healthy, right?
But next week, when it turns 40, I know for me, I'm going to be ready to go outside
right.
and start doing things, even though it's too cold. And then the next day will be cold, but you can get something done.
Yep,
like my deck. I can clean my deck a little bit with plants.
Well, in these last 3 days, last 2 days plus today, we've had 3 days in a row now of sunshine. Cold temperatures, frigid temperatures, but sunshine, which just makes that
so much better.
So much better, right?
Yes, because I know then, and I'm sure this is for a lot of people, by 5 o'clock when it's dark, I'm ready to put my day behind me, put my pajamas on almost.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
But when it's light and warmer, 9 o'clock, I'm still working in the house.
Yep.
I know the sun is really a big
deal.
Big deal in
Daylight
our lives.
is a big deal.
Yes.
Yes, so I think the last time that we were together was the Saguenay Eagles Casino trip.
Oh, yes, the trip.
Yes, that we did.
I thought you meant here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was fun. You did a great job, Dawn.
Oh, well, thank you.
Great job. And it's fun. For anybody that doesn't know, there's games on the bus.
Right.
Which you could win, and there's just enough time that you're there.
Right.
Because for me, over 4 hours would be too much. Right. And the casino is the perfect thing for seniors to do because you sit and you get up and you walk around. So you don't have to be in one spot all the time.
All day, right. You can be mobile. And
pick a good machine and you're stuck.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. Yeah.
The bus trip was great. Everything was great.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you and some of the Addison residents were able to join us on that trip.
Oh, yeah. We like it. We like it. Well, we're so small, too.
Right.
That it's hard to get a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of that, I got approval for our travel program that if a non-resident wants to join our travel program, they can pay $10 a person or $15 a household, and for the calendar year, and then get all of the trips that we're offering at the resident rate.
Oh, that's nice.
So potentially you could recoup or break even after 1 or 2 trips, because the difference in cost is either $5 or $10 a trip, depending upon what it is. And so if you do more than maybe 2 trips with us throughout the year, it would be to your benefit as a non-resident to join our travel club.
And I think it's so nice that, like, you're working with us and we're working with you, and then we also work with Rochester.
Okay.
Because we have a deal there with the the amount they pay in Rochester.
Okay.
That Addison will pay half back, but that's only at a certain time of the year. You have to get in there, I think it's November to December.
Right.
So if anybody's interested in that, then you can use the Rochester facilities too.
Right.
So it's really good that the senior centers are getting together.
Yes.
You know?
For the same common purpose, to get
Yes.
people out, to be active
Yes.
and socialize.
Yes, and
So-
to let them know what's going on. Speaking of that, I had the new phone installed
Oh, did you?
a couple days ago, and it looks beautiful. I guess you remember what it looked like. It looked like
Right.
a little computer. And so I had that installed the other day, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
It does so much, and it's not hard if anybody's worried about it being hard, because it's a push button, and I'm not computer savvy. I
Okay.
just know how to use my phone and my computer. And it's good, just push button and it'll tell you what to do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it rings loud. That's one thing for seniors, it rings loud so you can hear it all through the house. And it also has big caption. You can put the words little or you can put them big.
Big, okay.
It's great.
Awesome.
It is really, really
And
good.
which company did you get that phone from?
Ooh, I thought you might ask me that. I don't want to say the wrong one.
Was it Captel?
Captel.
Okay,
I was going to say
Captel, that's what I
Captel.
thought.
That's the one that was here.
Yes,
Yes,
she was
Captel.
here. Yeah, Captel.
Yes, yes. And and it's really nice. Matter of fact, she's going to bring one out to my senior center.
Okay.
Because I told once they see it and see what it does,
Right.
and it's free from the government.
Right.
I think you have to have Wi-Fi in your house, but you still pay your own phone bills. But the phone itself is free, and it's a very nice looking phone.
Okay. All right, so you'll have to be sure to let myself know as well as the audience know when she's going to be out so that we can try to get some people. I can help share that and get some people over to take a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
You mean when she's out to my center?
Yeah, when she
oh
comes
yes,
out to
yeah.
Addison.
She's gonna bring out that. Yeah, that'd
Right.
be good because
So-
she knows everything about the
Right.
phone.
Yeah,
So
that's exciting.
me, I'm writing everything she says down, but she
Right.
leaves you a book too.
Okay.
So if you forget something, but it's great.
Well,
It's great
good.
that they do that.
Well, good. Well, last night I had a late night. We had dinner and euchre here at the Oxford Senior Center. We capped out at 60 people. It was a packed house. Yes.
And dinner too?
And dinner, we had dinner was sponsored by John and Mary Modetz of Modetz Funeral Home in
Okay.
Lake Orion. And we had Chef Brian from Independence Village over in Waterstone
Okay.
catered the meal, and he made individual chicken pot pies and shepherd pies.
Oh.
And they were pretty hefty in size, and they were delicious.
Oh, that's
so,
good.
yeah,
That's good to know.
And we had a great turnout.
Yep.
We actually we do a best hand, worst hand, and if nobody gets the best hand or worst hand, that pot carries over month to month. So we were up to $60 in our envelope for best hand. And yesterday, I don't know what this one table. Yesterday we had 2 people that got the best hand, and they
Split.
They end up. It's the first person that has the best hand.
Oh,
If you
okay.
holler, you've got the best hand.
Okay.
Then that individual gets the prize money,
Okay.
and so they got $60 last
Wow.
night. So that pot will start at $10 again.
Okay.
And we
And-
can continue to grow until we get somebody that gets
Okay.
a best hand. But we have gone 6 months with nobody having a best hand, and then one night we get 2 people
Yeah,
at the same table.
Yeah.
That's just not
If I was
The
there, I
odds.
probably would have got worst.
worst hand.
I love
Yeah.
cards, but I'm
Yeah.
not real
So-
good at it. But
All right.
that's
well,
fun. That's fun.
I know you had some euchre to talk about, and
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know if a lot of people know, we play 6-handed euchre, but you have to let me know you're going to be there.
Okay.
Because it takes 6 people.
right.
So if we have a 7th person, it doesn't
Doesn't
work. But
work.
we have it, and it's a fun game. A lot of people just don't know about it.
Sure.
But there's 2 teams,
Okay.
3 people on a team, and it's just fun.
Good.
Yeah, it's fun. And I was going to say, American Legion is going to have on Super Bowl Sunday, I don't have all my notes, but you can always call them. I think they're going to have, I'm not sure about the chili cook-off, but they're going to have euchre.
Okay. Awesome.
And that's fun too.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
All
we
kind
have
of
some
things to
special
do.
guests today.
Okay.
We have Barbara and Kip Kriegel. They do a lot of volunteering at the Oxford Senior Center. So when we get back, we'll have one of them on with us.
Okay, good.
All right.
See you in a few.
All right, we'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Canine Stray Rescue is Oxford's own local dog rescue. Call them at 248-628-0435 or go to their website dogsaver.org and click on the Canine Stray Rescue League link.
Do you love local sports? Whether it's Oxford High School or Parks and Rec, you can buy copies of each game. To purchase your copy, call us at 248-628-9658 or give us an email at manager@occtv.org or talk to us at the next game. Hopefully we'll see you there. Canine Stray Rescue does just that. Rescue stray dogs for new families. But they need your help. Become a volunteer at Canine Stray Rescue League of Michigan. Take dogs for walks, help them socialize with others, and help them get adopted. Fill out an application and help a family add a new member today.
Hey, this is former Detroit Lion Rob Rubick and former Lapeer, Michigan school teacher. You're currently watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television. Enjoy it.
Welcome back to Senior Break. And with us is our special guest, Kip Kriegel. He helps us and volunteers at the Oxford Senior Center. So welcome, Kip.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Yeah, so thank you again for joining us. So you are involved in a lot of different activities at the Senior Center, which all of you out there should come on in and check it out and be a part, get out, be active, and socialize with Kip and all of these great programs. So you have the Stroll Through Seymour Lake, which is our walking club.
Right, every Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
All right.
Rain or shine, warm weather, cold weather, we do it all year.
Yep. And we now have indoor cornhole.
Cornhole for the cooler months, because in the warmer months we have a bicycle club.
And the bicycle club. Wow, that's
Yeah.
it's just great. And then in addition to that, the Oxford Community Garden.
Yes, it's a pleasure also to work in the garden. It gives us all an opportunity and provide a lot of input on the kind of vegetables we plant, and then help distributing the vegetables as well.
Right.
And if you're not sure that you really want to do that, just come out and meet people and then see if that's the thing
Right.
you want to do. And if not, you can always go, you've got so many
Right.
programs going on, then pick another one, but you meet people.
And
yeah, it's
people
good.
really enjoy it because after we do the walking on Wednesdays from 9 to 10, a lot of us proceed over to the garden and we work there for 45 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
And that keeps the garden up to date, and we do a little weeding, and then when the crops come in, we do harvesting.
That's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're not interested in walking, you could still come and join the group for coffee and some fellowship I know there's a short time in there for that, but you guys do
Yeah,
that.
usually we start with a cup of coffee, and then when everybody arrives and we're all set to go, we do about a 2-mile walk.
Wow.
And for beginners that may not have that much desire to walk that far, we do shorter walks, and then usually after they walk with us a few weeks, the distance increases and their speed increases. We're all doing about 2 miles.
Right.
But sometimes you think you don't like something until you actually go out
Right.
and try it, and then you think, like the cornhole.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun, but people look at it and say, I can't do that. But unless you try it.
Right. Well,
You know.
and cornhole is on Thursdays. From at what time?
9 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
9 o'clock to 10
Usually we
o'clock.
run over because people are having so much fun.
Yeah,
So.
it's a
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah.
And that'll gives people the opportunity too, if you don't want to play, to be able just to come and socialize, because depending upon the number of people, we have to rotate people in, so there's always somebody to have conversation with.
Yeah, it's a good excuse to turn off the TV and get off the couch
Yeah. Right.
and come and meet some nice people.
Meet
So,
people.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of times, like at our center, after these people meet each other, they go out through the week shopping together.
Or
They
lunch.
go to lunch
Or
together.
lunch,
They,
right.
you know, they really do make good
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, people
At the
really do
senior
have a
center.
lot of fun with the
Yeah,
cornhole
they do.
Yeah.
this time of year.
So.
Yeah, it's a good
So
thing.
the Stroll Through Seymour, the walking club, and the indoor cornhole is all held at the Oxford Senior Center. And if anybody is interested and wants more information, you're welcome to reach out to the Parks and Rec and at 248-628-1720 and let us know. And we'll get your phone number or an email to Kip, and then he will converse with you either via text or email. So those are great activities.
Oh,
So tell us a little bit too about the bicycle club and when you think you're going to start and where do you meet to do that?
Okay, well, the bicycle club, we meet at the pavilion next to the library, adjacent to the library.
Okay.
And we meet there about 9 o'clock on Thursday mornings. And we start out with probably a 5 or 6 mile ride, which is something most people can accomplish within an hour. And that seems to be where most people like to ride, about an hour a time. Some people with more riding experience will stay a little longer and put on some additional miles. So
Okay.
we use the Pollyant Trail, and we stay off the highways, and we use the safety paths and ride through a lot of the neighborhoods.
Right.
So you really get to know your way around Oxford after you circle through all the
nice.
neighborhoods several times.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
it's such a
great.
nice town too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you're also interested in wanting to learn more about the bicycle club, please also reach out to the Parks and Recreation, and we'll get that information to Kip so that he can reach out to you to let you know when they'll get started this spring. Now, so I'm going to assume when spring starts, because it's on Thursdays, the bicycle club that's on Thursdays, indoor cornhole will
Transition to the bicycle.
the bicycle club.
Bicycle riding.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
if people really want to continue with the cornhole, maybe we'll move that to an outdoor
Oh, that's good. too.
environment on a different day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great. Well, thank you, Kip. I greatly appreciate all that you do for our community and offering and the programs that you offer and spearhead for us. It's greatly appreciated, and I'm excited to have you all come out and check out the programs and get active and socialize with everybody. It's a good group of people. So thank you, Kip.
Yeah, it's
Thank
very
you, Kim.
enjoyable. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, thank you. And when we get back, we'll have Barbara on and we'll talk about the book club and the Oxford Women's Club.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Have you liked us on Facebook yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Just go to your Facebook page, go to the search bar, and type in Oxford Community Television.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Hi everyone, I'm Bill Lansdowne, retired chief of the San Diego Police Department. The first step to protecting your smartphone is to add a simple passcode lock on your phone. It's an important first line of defense. For all Android devices, follow these simple steps. Go to Apps, tap Settings, tap Security, tap Change Screen Lock.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Welcome back to Senior Break. Our guest is Barbara Kriegel. And yes, Barbara is Kip's wife.
Yes.
So I'm so happy to have you join us this morning. And as like Kip, Barbara is very involved in the Oxford Senior Center and volunteers her time, and I greatly appreciate that so much.
Welcome, Barb.
Well, thank you. Actually, I would say that we love being engaged with the Senior Center. You know, when we first retired, we weren't exactly sure what we were going to do. And you knew Kip and got him into the walking club, so I now walk. I now play cornhole, which I've never played before. And then I suggested starting a book club.
Right.
So of course, like anybody who makes a suggestion, you are then asked to do the work.
Right.
So we started a book club. We call it the Page Turners. And we typically meet every other month to discuss a title. We're usually on the even month. So February, we just had our book discussion yesterday, and our next book discussion will be the first Wednesday in April. And the way it works is usually they give me a theme, And then I will suggest 4 or 5 titles, and the group votes as to what they want to read. So really they're deciding what to read based on the books that I chose. I am a retired librarian, so I'm a big reader and have resources to find books. And we've had some really great discussions.
Yes.
And we also meet in person and by Zoom. So there's always a Zoom link. So if you can't get out for one reason or another, maybe you're housebound, you can still participate.
Right.
Yesterday in our discussion, we had 3 people who attended by Zoom.
Right.
And we had a wonderful discussion. We just read some really fun titles. I always make sure that our local library has the book, and I also like to see that it's available through an audio version and downloadable too.
Oh, you're thorough.
And
She is. She's
Yeah,
very
very thorough.
thorough.
it's like, well, we have some people who prefer to listen
Yeah.
rather than to read.
Right.
And sometimes our books have been actually read by the authors, which was the case yesterday. And the people who were listening to it said that those of us who just read it really needed to also listen to it.
Okay. Because it was coming from the author.
Right, and you could hear his emotion as he talked about.
Okay.
It was about his life story, really. So it
Wow.
was really interesting.
So then when you meet, you discuss it? Is that
Yes.
it? Are you supposed to read the whole book or a
Some
couple
people have
chapters?
read part of it. Some people haven't read any. They just want to hear about it. But most of us have read it, the full book.
Okay.
And although sometimes I forget, I don't check how many pages there are. But I do try to get something that's not too long.
Too long.
We're not going to be reading War and Peace, probably.
Because that's a monthly meeting, you said, right?
Every other month.
Oh, so you've got
On the
time to
even
read the
ones,
book.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
that's
like
good.
this weekend, we just had our discussion. By this weekend, I'll be sending out some titles for them to choose from.
Right.
So,
And that communication typically goes out via email.
yes.
And so if you want to be part of that email distribution, please reach out to the Parks and Recreation and provide us with your email address, and we'll pass that information along to Barbara, and then you'll get an email from Barbara
Right.
on what the choices are, what the selection is, and then information about where and when that discussion will take place. So that's great.
We have a lot of fun, and it's a good way to meet other people too, who also are readers.
Right.
If you happen to be a reader, if you just want to be a reader or meet people, feel
Sure.
free to join us.
And
Now-
you meet at, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You meet at the library?
No, we meet here.
You meet here,
actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Or on Zoom.
Or
Okay.
on Zoom,
Right.
so
Okay,
you can
Zooming,
come
yeah.
either way.
Yeah. So when you get together for your discussion, do you have like some questions pre-planned to try to get conversation going? How does that part of it all work?
Well, usually I've printed off some, for just about any title nowadays, you can find book club discussion questions
Okay.
online. And so I usually have printed off some of those. I've looked those over myself and thought about answers that I would have.
Sure.
But we usually start by, did you even like the book?
Okay, and then the
'Cause sometimes
conversation
it
just
turns
goes
out,
from there.
Yeah, it goes, because sometimes it's totally different than what you thought. You know, when I send out a list of the titles to select from, I have a blurb there that
Okay.
you might read at Amazon or something like that. So to help people kind of figure out if they're even interested.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's a lot of fun.
So you're also involved with the Oxford Women's Club.
I am.
So if you want to give us a little quick synopsis of what's going on, that'd be great.
The Oxford Women's Club has, actually we're celebrating our 90th birthday this year. It's been in existence for that long. And our main purpose is to raise money for scholarships for seniors attending Oxford High School or who live in the Oxford district.
Okay.
And we currently have a scholarship application that has been sent to the high school. So if you know a senior, encourage them to go and get the form
Right.
and apply. Or they can find it online. It will be under the scholarship section, and then it's under local scholarships.
Okay.
And we just sent that to the high school this week, so it should be up any day. If not, if you contacted the parks,
Right.
Dawn would get your information to me,
Sure.
and we would make sure
Absolutely.
that you got the application. I would say we've been giving scholarships for many years. I've been involved since the year 2000, and in that amount of time, we have given away about $200,000.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
In scholarships.
Yeah. So.
And there's a lot of need in our community, and they don't have to be, really straight A students. We only require a 2.0 GPA, because we really want to get scholarship money to kids who may not be able to qualify for other scholarships.
Sure. That's great.
And our scholarships are good for community college, trade school,
Right.
whatever
good.
kind of further education your student is interested in.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Barbara, for sharing all of that information. And again, I want to thank Kip and Barbara for all of their support and in getting the community engaged. So thank you, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.